All right, let's go over the quiz. Many of you got full points. Very few of them got less than 8, maybe 3 or 4. So 8 was the mode, I should say. The average was maybe more than 8. So, I encourage you to, go over the notes before you come to class, and do ask me questions at the start of class when I'm reviewing the previous day's lectures. So number 1, the correct choice is D. Okay, so A, B, and C are all covered in business finance. Okay, so D was the correct choice. Number 2, General Motors, what they did, if you recall, they inflated their profits. Okay, they showed higher profits by lowering their depreciation expense. And as I said, depreciation expense is a non-cash expense, so it does not affect GM's health one way or the other. It's just a paper entry. That's what I'm saying. Depreciation. Just by changing a paper entry, a book entry, they were able to show higher profit. So A was the correct choice. Number 3, capital structure. As we said, the debt equity mix, the mix of debt and equity, what percent coming from lenders as opposed to coming from shareholders, that mix, that helps finance your company's operations, assets, is called your company's capital structure. Okay, number 4, so number 3, A was the correct choice. Number 4, debt is low cost, okay? And one reason it's low cost is because interest expense is tax deductible. So if you're a business, you borrow money, you can show interest expense on your tax returns, and your taxable income goes down and your taxes go down. So this is one reason why borrowing is very much liked by U.S. corporations. They borrow quite a bit. So C was the correct choice, number 4. And number 5, if you recall, working capital and current assets are the same thing. And what are the current assets? So here on the next, not here, but let me show you the PowerPoint file contains a balance sheet. So I just want to show you so here is our balance sheet here. Okay, so current assets, these are current assets here. Okay, working capital is the same thing as current assets. Okay, so you have cash, you have accounts receivable, you have inventory, those are, okay, and then on this quiz, as you can see, there was long-term assets. What are long-term assets? Long-term assets are fixed assets or property, plant, equipment. So long-term assets are also called fixed assets, So here you have property, plant, equipment. So working capital management does not include the management of property, plant, equipment, because by definition, as you'll recall, life is more than a year, property, plant, equipment, whereas current assets, life is 1 year or less. Okay, so the correct choice was C. Okay, number 5. Anyone has any questions on the quiz?